Ever since I have been rapping, the thing that hold me back it has always been my voice. No choice but to say that I'm mad at. Swear to God, if I got a voice like car.
不到12小时之前，暗影军团抢走了一件他们并不理解的武器。裂变委员会前去把这件武器夺回来，却发现武器已经不知去向。现在，暗影军团挥手之间，就能让整个世界彻底失控。141特遣队的领袖人物们知道该做什么。 因为最恐怖的，并不是这些武器能够毁掉什么，而是这些武器能制造出什么。
You guys ready?
Hello guys, this is the Gaming Revolution here and welcome back to another Call of Duty Online video. Now it has been forever since I've done one of these. It's been about 3 months and I know, I am sorry. Like everyone's been spamming out my channel and just like, when are you posting more Call of Duty Online videos, when are you posting more Cyborg Zombies videos, etc, etc. And honestly, I physically can't at the moment. But anyways, I decided to cover these trailers right now, and I'll quickly, briefly talk about the trailers, but not go in depth since they're very self-explanatory. And then I'll talk about my future for the for my channel in terms of Call of Duty Online. So the two videos, the two trailers which you saw at the beginning were, the first one was of the official launch trailer for Call of Duty Online, which is expected to have its full release on January the 11th, 2015, which I cannot wait for. And basically, at the beginning of the trailer, you see some brand new little clips from multiplayer mission, and not multiplayer missions, campaign missions. Because if you didn't know, there is a very, very limited amount of campaign missions so far that was in the beta. I did start a campaign walkthrough on my channel of Call of Duty Online. But unfortunately, because it wasn't finished, I got to a point where the campaign ended. But it was still, it wasn't ended, but it basically ran out of missions. And hopefully, when the game is fully released, there's going to be a lot more campaign missions, which you saw at the beginning of the trailer. Then we see some new multiplayer maps and things like that, and we also see some new zombies maps and things like that. But then, right at the end of the trailer, I know I'm jumping quickly to the end, but it's very self-explanatory, the trailer. Jumping right to the end of the trailer, we see this massive zombie boss. And it's insane. I'll actually put some further images on screen right now of the boss from COD.sgamer.com. And they're basically promotional images for this game, and that thing looks insane. That is a massive boss. Now, I cannot wait for that. Now, obviously, there will also be a lot more remade multiplayer maps from previous Call of Duties that will be coming when it's fully released. I think there'll even be some from Black Ops 2 and Ghost. We've already had a couple from Black Ops 2, but I think there's also going to be some from Ghost in there when the game's fully released. And the game will also be constantly updated until eventually it'll also have Advanced Warfare maps in Call of Duty Online, things like that, which I can't wait for. Now, this massive boss is in the Cyborg Evacuation, the Cyborg Zombies Evacuation game mode, also known as Doomsday Rescue. And I've actually done a playthrough of on Bog of this game mode. And basically you have to find survivors, fight a big boss, and then escape. That's basically the aim of the game mode. It's not unlimited rounds, but and basically this is going to be one of the bosses that you'll have to fight in this game mode. Previously there was a massive alien mothership. I'm guessing that will still be in there, but maybe on a harder difficulty, or maybe you'll have two bosses. There will also be this massive Cyborg zombie boss, which I can't wait for. Now in terms of the standard Cyborg zombies mode, called the Dead Rising mode, now there'll be a lot more new maps. So far we've only got Nakja and Toten, Shino Numa, and Verupt, remade from World at War, but I'm guessing they will also remake Der Riese and Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 maps as well for this Cyborg Zombies, which I can't wait for when the game is released. Now that is just insane. We will be getting so much new content when the game is fully released. A ton of new remade multiplayer maps, a ton of remade Cyborg Zombies maps, and well, a ton of remade Treyarch Zombies maps, which will be available for Cyborg Zombies. And we'll also be getting a ton of new maps for the Cyborg Evacuation game mode, which is another Cyborg Zombies game mode. And we may even get some more Cyborg Zombies game modes, because we've gotten two Cyborg Zombies game modes so far. The Dead Rising mode, which is basically standard zombies, but it's a bit different. It's still round based. Unfortunately, there isn't unlimited rounds. You survive a certain number of rounds and then you escape. However, when the game is fully released, as I said, there may actually be unlimited rounds, just like in Treyarch Zombies. Who knows? And I can't wait for that as well. But then there's the Cyborg Evacuation game mode, but I reckon there'll be a lot of other ones as well. Now in the Cyborg Evacuation game mode, you do actually play on multiplayer maps instead of its own standard maps, but I don't mind that at all, to be honest. I mean, I just cannot wait for the game's release. Now, since I haven't been doing Call of Duty Online videos for ages, I'm going to have to catch up when the game's released, so I'll be covering everything I haven't covered so far. But anyways, moving on to the next trailer, we have a very, very short promotional trailer for Call of Duty Online, which features Chris Evans, which is the actor for Captain America, and he's the one who plays Captain America in the movies, and basically he is in this promotional trailer for no reason. And the only thing that I can actually think for this is I've seen previous trailers where they've actually featured American actors or people who are famous in America, and the only reason I can succumb of them doing this is that they are in fact going to release this to America or the rest of the world at some point, especially since he was talking in English in the trailer. It's very, very weird indeed. I mean, very exciting as well, and whether they are going to not release, maybe they won't actually release it worldwide, but when the game is actually released to China, there might be rest of world servers, not just Chinese servers. That may be a solution. The game may still be in Chinese, but it might have servers elsewhere. I mean, that'll be very cool. I reckon it will never come to consoles, and it'll probably just be PC exclusive just due to the nature of the game. But anyways, I just cannot wait for the game to actually be released. I'm just going to be covering it like mad, because obviously there is Call of Duty Advanced Warfare out currently, and I want to cover that game, and the DLC comes out on the 27th, and this game comes out on the 11th of January 2015, so there'll still be time for me to cover it before the Advanced Warfare DLC has come out, and also I play on PlayStation PS4 for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, so I won't actually be able to get the DLC until a month after that, so I can cover it. So in the meantime, I'll still plan on covering it, possibly if anyone wants to send him some gameplay to help me out, but I want to be covering Call of Duty Online, because Call of Duty Online has the potential to be one of the best Call of Duties ever. It's the mix-up of the best maps, it will eventually be all of the Zombies maps. It's got this brand new Zombies game mode, Cyborg Evacuation as well. I mean, it's just insane. The actual Dead Rising mode itself is better than normal Zombies, apart from it's not unlimited rounds. If it wasn't unlimited rounds, it would be better than Treyarch Zombies, because it's got tons of amazing bosses with miniguns, massive bosses, things like that. And It has the potential to just be amazing. So whilst I'm waiting for the DLC to come out on PlayStation, I plan on covering everything about this game. Live comms, the lot, because barely anyone's covering this game, especially since Advanced Warfare has come out. Now, obviously, there is Pionic, which I watch pretty much most of his videos, and he's the main sort of content creator for Call of Duty Online. But I actually posted my very first Call of Duty Online video the day we got that Cyborg Zombies trailer. The day we first found out about this brand new Cyborg Zombies mode, which will be coming to Call of Duty Online for the Chinese. That was my very first Call of Duty Online video, and I continue to post tons and tons of Call of Duty Online videos, and it really helped grow my channel. Since Call of Duty Ghosts was so boring, I wanted to cover something different, and I did. I posted Call of Duty Online, I posted all the updates, all the new information, until this happened. And I've told some of you guys and stuff like that, if you haven't noticed, but my computer broke, and I managed to fix it somewhat, but it means that I can't play Call of Duty Online, so that's why I haven't posted a single Call of Duty Online video for about 3 months now. So that's why I haven't been able to cover all of the new information and stuff like that. And when it actually broke, it came at a very, very bad time, because the new update for Call of Duty Online came out just after that, when the map Shino Numa came into the game. Now, I wasn't able to cover that, unfortunately. Well, I did post some gameplay, but it was gameplay sent in to me, and it wasn't my own. But when the game is fully released, I plan on covering everything. As I said, I'll be playing all of the Cyborg Zombies maps that I haven't played before or posted before. I'll also be covering lots of Easter eggs, because there is tons of Easter eggs in Cyborg Zombies that I haven't covered on my channel, and I was actually in the middle of actually like editing Call of Duty these Easter egg videos and creating them when my computer broke. So I'm gonna have to resume back to that and start editing them all together again to put together these Easter egg videos. And when the game's fully released, there'll be a ton more content which I'll also be covering. But hopefully I will be able to get my new computer soon. Now, also, it'll mean I'll be able to play Call of Duty Online with minimal lag. That'll be good. Because previously, when I played Call of Duty Online, it was very, very laggy for me. Now, I will still have a lot of lag because it is Chinese servers. Well, we think it'll still be Chinese servers. Who knows, there might be American servers or English servers when the game's actually released fully, instead of just being in beta. Who knows, but hopefully that is the case. And because the frame rate will still, hopefully I'll be able to play it at good frame rate. It just might mean there'll still be a lot of lag, since everyone else will be lagging about and stuff like that. But that's just because of the servers. And I'll also be doing the rest of the campaign walkthrough, which I was in the middle of, but didn't manage to finish since there was no more missions. I'll be doing multiplayer live commentaries on Call of Duty Online. I'll also be doing Cyborg Zombies live commentaries on the Dead Rising mode on all the maps I haven't played yet, so Shino Numa and any other maps that come out. I'll also be doing playthroughs of any of this Cyborg Rescue or Doomsday Rescue or whatever the hell it's called. It's called like loads of different names, since it is written in Chinese, so there's loads of different translations for it. But basically, in that Cyborg Rescue game mode, or Cyborg Evacuation game mode, I'll be playing all of the maps I haven't covered, since the only one I did actually play live was Bog. So I'll be covering all of them, and any Easter eggs on them. Yeah, so that's basically what I'll be doing when the game is released. So fear not, Call of Duty Online subscribers, don't worry, I'm not leaving you behind. My computer broke, I will be getting a new one, hopefully in the next week or so, which will mean a lot better videos from me. It'll mean I'll be able to live stream in a lot better quality, I'll be able to live stream just in HD and stuff like that in a lot better quality. I mean, I'll be able to put together better videos, I'll be able to edit videos quicker, record videos in higher quality. I'll be able to obviously play Call of Duty Online, so I'll be able to post lots of videos on that. So it means that it'll just be better all round, since although my computer broke previously, before it broke, it was a terrible computer. So once I've got my new one, I'll just be able to play Call of Duty Online, and I will be covering everything. I will become back to my old ways, and I will cover videos on Call of Duty Online that no one's covered before. And that's what I was previously doing. I was covering Easter eggs that no one covered before, stuff like that. And I plan on doing all of that again when the game is released and once I've gotten my new computer, and I just can't wait. So anyways, thank you for watching the video. Like, comment and subscribe if you've enjoyed. I'm sorry I've rambled on for such a long time, but I just wanted to get this out there that Call of Duty Online will be returning to my channel very soon. I will be covering everything that I haven't covered before, and I just can't wait. Hopefully a lot of you guys, when the game's fully released, will actually be able to play the game. So anyways, thank you for watching the video. Like, comment and subscribe if you've enjoyed, and bye.